It's about a lifestyle. It's about a mindset. It's about becoming better within yourself every single day. It's about getting up when you don't feel like it.
What are you willing to give up? What are you willing to sacrifice?
To get anything of value, you have to sacrifice. Do you know that the harder thing to do and the right thing to do are usually the same thing? Nothing that has meaning is easy. Easy doesn't enter into grown-up life.
Every time I start doing things I don't want to do, I grow.
That's a lesson that people need to hear and learn. It's so important because everybody just wants to be comfortable. Everybody wants to sit on the couch. I don't want to go outside, it's cold. I don't want to do this, it's hot. Like, you've got to do things that you don't want to do because you show your body that your mind is the boss.
You're always one thing away from your life changing forever. But the most important aspect to that is that you have to show up, because you'll miss that thing if you're not there to capitalize on the opportunity. And you never know when that's going to come. It could be tomorrow, it could be in a month from now or a year from now. I'm not sure, but it will come. It will.
We know that day's coming. We can't go backwards. We can only go forward. We know that day's coming. What we do right now, we'll ensure it goes our way. We'll ensure that there is no regret. That's something you can't ever fix. It's a debate inside your head that never stops.
You gotta want it as bad as you want to breathe. And if you want it that bad, if you're willing to give it that much, you get a big piece of what you want. In life, and dreams do come true. Anything you want can happen, become a reality.
How bad do you want this? If it's as bad as you want to live or breathe or sleep, whatever the hell it may be, I can work with it. But a lot of people, most people don't want it that badly.
The major key to your taking charge of your destiny is you. I mean, if you have the credit of Ross Perot, that will help. If you have people who will support you, that will help. But all of those things are secondary. The major key to your taking charge of your destiny is you. It's you.
Without a vision, people perish. Without a vision, another translation said they go unrestrained. They get unfocused with their life, and it goes off because they're not focused on where they're supposed to be focused.
It's dangerous to find a vision, because if you ever find a vision for your life, you might lose some friends. People with a vision are very narrow. Vision is the source of self-discipline. That's why when a person discovers their vision, they become a leader. When a person discovers vision for their lives, it automatically takes them into leadership development. And because leadership is discovering something that's worth dying for.
Winning is not about the trophy and the accolades. It's about the grind. It's about the obstacles. It's about the challenges. It's about the pain. Winning is in all of us. We all want to win. Everybody wants the end result, and they want to feel the sugar and the confetti and all that other stuff. But what you have to endure to win, no one wants to talk about.
Are you going to have uncomfortable situations and high levels of stress and tons of situations that are gonna, make you feel bad and make you feel like shit and wear you out and stress you out? Yes, absolutely. You have to understand that there are gonna be times when it's low, it's bad, everything's going wrong, everything's got you stressed, everything's got you mad, everything's got you frustrated. And that could go on for a couple weeks too, even longer. It could go on for months. That's just the life of an entrepreneur. It's the life of an ambitious person. And you have to understand everything is cyclical. You're not gonna win all the time. You're not gonna succeed all the time. You're not gonna have good shit happen all the time. There's highs that are super high and there's lows that are super low. And so going through this process of growth, and you're pushing and you're pushing and you're pushing and you're working and you're doing this and doing that and doing this, and you feel like it's not moving, it's important that when you feel low, that you continue to execute.
If you take people and you expose them voluntarily to things that they are avoiding and are afraid of, that they know they need to overcome in order to meet their goals, their self-defined goals. If you can teach people to stand up in the face of the things they're afraid of, they get stronger. And you don't know what the upper limits to that are, because you might ask yourself, like, if for 10 years, if you didn't avoid doing what you knew you needed to do, by your own definitions, right, within the value structure that you've created, to the degree that you've done that, what would you be like?
Life is a fight for territory. And once you stop fighting for what you want, what you don't want will automatically take over. And so it's a fight, it's a challenge in life every day. And what we have to do is embrace it. What we have to do is see it as a project to be worked on. I read something once that I live by. It said, in life, you will always be faced with a series of God-ordained opportunities, brilliantly disguised as problems and challenges. And so I see even cancer as a gift, as a God-ordained opportunity.
It can be pretty easy to focus on the battle that's right in front of your face. And when you're doing that, sometimes you can lose track of the long-term goal. But I want to have that long-term goal so embedded in my mind that I never lose sight of it. Ever.
A life without pain is a life without challenge, and a life without challenge is a life without growth. So not only do I embrace the challenge, embrace the pain associated with challenge and growth, but I even look forward to it in many regards. Some people think I'm strange, but sometimes I even ask for it. Send me a challenge, God, that you think should rid the world of pain. I invoke, please, give me some challenges here, because I need to be tested. I need to be stronger. I need to grow in my resolve with whatever weakness is in my character.
One of the things you can be virtually certain of in life is that you don't get something you don't aim at. And one of the things that's interesting about that is often people will keep their goals fuzzy. Because one of the problems with specifying your goals is you specify your failures. Right? If the goal is really fuzzy, you're not sure when you fail, and then you can fool yourself. You know, really, but you can kind of keep it foggy. But you make your goals sharp and clear, then, well, first of all, then you know what to aim at. And what's interesting is, your brain is set up so that it reorganizes the world around your aims.
Greatness has a cost. It reschedules your plans for you. It puts your family and friends on hold. It makes you feel misunderstood. And it will put you in some deep, dark holes. Greatness demands everything from your mind, your body, your spirit, and your soul.
If you'll start this glorious journey of being meticulous, deliberate, and hardworking about setting your goals for the day, setting your goals for the month and the year, setting your goals for your family and yourself and your business and your colleagues, start thinking forward. Here's what you will become: a major contributor not only to yourself, but a major contributor to others. And that's exactly what you want.
Let's talk about something we've all faced but rarely confront head on: self-doubt. It's that quiet, persistent voice telling you you're not enough, or that the goal is too big, too audacious. But what if I told you that voice? It's not your true self. It's an outdated belief, a mental limit that doesn't belong to you. Think about this. Every time you doubt yourself, you're setting a ceiling on what you can achieve. And here's the truth: there is no ceiling. The only limits are the ones you impose on yourself. I want you to understand deep in your core that the power to break free of those limits is already inside you. Self-doubt is just fear, and fear is simply an illusion. It might feel real, but it's only as powerful as you allow it to be.
Belief shapes not only the way you act, but also the way you react to the world. When you have a strong belief in yourself, you will face setbacks, failures, and even criticism with resilience. You will see obstacles as stepping stones rather than barriers. Your belief allows you to push through challenges because you understand that no temporary setback can define your future. The person who believes in their own ability will look at failure not as an end, but as an opportunity to grow, learn, and refine their approach. On the other hand, a person who lacks belief will view failure as confirmation of their limitations, retreating from challenges and resigning themselves to mediocrity.
The individual who is willing to endure more pain, more suffering, more obstacles, more setbacks, more failure will win in the end. It is that simple.
Life is going to happen. And you're going to set up a plan, and you're going to have a vision, and you're going to hope that it's going to turn out perfect. But what so often happens in life is that things get burned and things go the wrong way. And it's in that moment that you're going to have to choose your reaction. You have a choice to make. Do you have the right reaction, or do you have the wrong reaction?
Doubt stems from not trusting your own abilities and questioning whether you are worthy of success or happiness. This mental state is a dangerous place to be because it prevents you from acting with confidence. When doubt creeps in, it clouds your judgment and makes you hesitate in moments that require boldness. A person who lacks belief will constantly second guess their choices and their abilities, even when they are capable of succeeding. Self-doubt breeds fear, and fear paralyzes potential.
Sometimes life will take you to your knees. Sometimes you have to cry. Sometimes will hurt deep inside. In time of adversity, you don't have an obstacle to deal with. You have a choice to make.
If it feels kind of dark all around you right now, I want to remind you, it is always the darkest before dawn.
And I want you to hear what I'm telling you. Some of you were soft, but you were born in the dark, and now you're soft. Every time you come up to a challenge, you quit, you surrender, you give up, you give in. Every single time I'm going through pain, I remember that I've gone through pain since I was a kid. I draw from it. Recycle your pain. Get something from it. You're already in pain. Use it. Do something with it.
The sun doesn't shine every day. The storms will come.
You'll go through some failures.
There will be times when the darkness seems to consume everything.
But during those down moments, that's where the growth takes place. That's where the work is. See, anybody can feel good when they have their health, their bills are paid, they have happy relationships. Anybody could be positive then. Anybody can have a larger vision then. Anybody can have faith under those kinds of circumstances. See, but the real challenge of growth, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, comes when you get knocked down.
We decide which moments define us. Will it be the moment we get knocked down? Or will it be the moment when we get back up?
You keep standing. No matter how rough the sea, you keep standing. No matter what, you don't give up. You keep standing. No matter what.
You see, there are choices in life. When we're looking, I want to ask you, what are you looking for? Well, if I can just get drunk, why not, man? I only live once. Well, if that's the way you believe, great. But for me, I'm a greedy man. I don't want to live for 90 years. I want to live for billions of years. And I know that every day my choices will affect this life, other people's life, and my eternal life. You got to come to the truth of knowing who you are and why you're here. William Barclay, he said, the greatest 2 days in anyone's life, the day you were born and the day you knew why.
If you don't know what your path is, if you don't know what feels good, if you don't have inspiration dragging you down a path, then you must experiment. Go with the hunches, go with the feelings. Go with the non-traditional path, the less traveled path, the road less traveled. And you've got to love yourself, trust yourself, listen to yourself, and follow your gut.
Today,
may be a day that tries you, that may test you, that may push you to the brink of giving up.
After a breakdown usually comes a breakthrough. And most people give up after a breakdown. Oh, they think it's not for me. This is a sign I'm not supposed to do this. What if it was just a different flip of your mind of like, okay, this breakdown right here, this is the universe testing me to see if I really want it. I'm not going to give up. Because think about this. Think about your life. How many times have you given up on yourself? How many times have you given up on yourself? Over and over. How many times you say you're going to do that workout plan, you're going to stick with it, and you give up on yourself? How many times you said you're going to start a business and you didn't do it? How many times you said you're going to do something and you just didn't do it? Over and over and over and over and over again. What if from this moment on, you just decided, when I start something, I will follow through anymore? Make up your own mission statement. What do you want to be in life? And once you do that, now you can work with somebody to get better. You can work with yourself to get better. But until you know what you want to stand for, you will always just be sitting down. You'll never stand for anything.
You have to take a path that's dangerous, and most people want to take the safe path. And the safe path leaves you stuck in quiet desperation. The way you can change is you have to put aside enough money to give yourself a window. And then you have to have a plan, and you have to spend all your waking hours outside of whatever shit job you do planning your escape. So whatever you're doing, you have to do it like your life depends on it. You gotta go, you gotta get after it, and you gotta have discipline. Most people don't have those things. Most people don't understand what it's like to really go for something, and to know that the consequences of not doing that are horrific.
You just do the work and you get there. The human mind, the human body, the human psyche is so pliable. You can literally become anyone and anything. Multiply that over time and experience, and don't quit even when it sucks. But I share this because the doubt of 1,000 people on me is less dangerous than if I had self-doubt. Like, my one self-doubt in myself is more dangerous than 1,000 people doubting my ability to build that franchise, Fit Body Bootcamp, and ultimately, have a big exit. And so the conversation, the most important conversation you could ever have is that conversation that takes place between your ears, right? With yourself. Like, you could sit here, and I know you never would, but if you're like, Bedros, you're gonna fail at your next big business, and then you're gonna fail at the one. Cool, thanks, Nick. Appreciate your opinion, man. And then I could see the guy in my hotel, let's say he says the same thing. By the time I get home tomorrow, 1,000 people told me I'm gonna fail, and I'm never gonna succeed. None of that will impact me. But the moment I allow any one of those seeds to take root in my mind, and I go, maybe Nick's right, it's over, then I will now find evidence to erode my future.
Every single person's accomplishments, no matter